Welcome to Streaming News Network by Claude McDaniel. Please like and subscribe.
This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. Eric Swalwell has announced he will resign from Congress following mounting controversy surrounding personal conduct allegations. The California lawmaker made the decision shortly after suspending his campaign for governor, acknowledging what he described as past errors in judgment while continuing to deny more serious accusations. In a public statement, Swalwell apologized to his family, staff, and constituents, saying he intends to take responsibility for his actions while contesting claims he says are not true. He indicated that he will work with his office to ensure a smooth transition and continued support for constituents during his departure. Reports suggest that based on his years of service, Swalwell may qualify for a federal pension beginning at age 62. No official timeline has been confirmed for when his resignation will take effect. This is Streaming News Network. 3 congressional leaders are escalating their investigation into ActBlue, demanding compliance with a prior subpoena and requesting additional records. Brian Steil, Jim Jordan, and James Comer say new information suggests the organization may have provided incomplete or misleading responses to Congress. In a joint effort, the lawmakers are seeking further documentation as part of an ongoing inquiry into the platform's operations and financial practices. ActBlue, a major fundraising tool used by Democratic candidates and organizations, has not publicly responded to the latest request. The investigation remains ongoing, with potential legal and political implications depending on the findings. This is Streaming News Network. John Roberts is drawing attention following reports about a message displayed outside his residence, as the Supreme Court of the United States prepares to weigh a major legal case. The case involves birthright citizenship and a policy tied to Donald Trump's administration, an issue that could have significant constitutional implications. Images circulating online show a flag with a message related to immigration, prompting reactions across political circles. Legal experts note that justices are expected to remain impartial, and no official comment has been issued by the court regarding the reports. The upcoming decision is expected to be closely watched, as it could set a major precedent on citizenship and federal authority. This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. A federal investigation is expanding across multiple states involving a Florida veterinarian accused of serious crimes against minors. Authorities say Gregory Ford, age 53, of Mariston, has been indicted on multiple federal charges, including transporting minors across state lines for illegal sexual activity and sending threatening communications. Prosecutors allege the incidents occurred between October 2024 and May 2025, involving at least 2 victims. A separate allegation includes a threatening message sent to a third individual. If convicted, Ford could face a minimum of 10 years in prison on each transportation charge, with the possibility of a life sentence. Investigators also say they are seeking to seize his residence, claiming it was used in connection with the alleged crimes. The case follows additional charges filed in several states, including Florida, Alabama, and Kentucky, and authorities believe there may be more victims. Federal agencies, including the Federal Bureau of Investigation, are leading the investigation as it continues to develop. This is Streaming News Network. A family in the United States is seeking answers following the death of a social media influencer overseas. Authorities say Ashley Robinson, also known online as Ashley Jenne, died while traveling in Zanzibar during a birthday trip with her fiancé. Local officials have indicated the death is being treated as a possible suicide. However, Robinson's family strongly disputes that conclusion, saying she showed no signs of self-harm and was looking forward to her future. Family members report that Robinson had recently become engaged during the trip, but later described tension between the couple prior to her death. Medical findings referenced by officials indicate injuries consistent with strangulation, though authorities say no charges have been filed and the fiancé is not currently considered a suspect. The family is now calling for a more thorough investigation and has requested additional evidence, including surveillance footage from the resort. The case remains under review as officials continue to examine the circumstances surrounding her death. This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. 2 children have died following a tragic crash in Spartanburg, and a man is now facing multiple serious charges. Authorities say Ari Odeniel Roblero Perez has been denied bond after being charged with 2 counts of felony driving under the influence resulting in death, along with additional offenses. Investigators report that the suspect was driving along Asheville Highway when his vehicle left the roadway and struck two boys riding bicycles on a sidewalk. The victims, identified as 12-year-old Duran James Robbins and 9-year-old Mikhail Lee Smith, later died from their injuries. Prosecutors allege the driver showed clear signs of intoxication at the scene and was unable to complete sobriety testing. Family members of the victims spoke emotionally in court, urging that the suspect remain in custody as the case proceeds. Authorities say the investigation is ongoing. This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. New allegations are continuing to surface following the resignation of former Congressman Eric Swalwell. Two women, identified as Ally Samarco and Annika Albrecht, have publicly accused the former lawmaker of past misconduct, saying they came forward to prevent potential future harm. Both individuals allege inappropriate interactions that began when they were pursuing careers in politics, including claims of unsolicited explicit messages and attempts to arrange private meetings. The accusations add to a growing number of similar claims that emerged in recent days and contributed to Swalwell's decision to step down from Congress and suspend his gubernatorial campaign. Swalwell has denied the allegations, stating that the claims against him are not true, while acknowledging unrelated past mistakes in judgment. No criminal charges have been announced at this time, and the situation remains under scrutiny. This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. A legal dispute is unfolding involving media personality Kim Kardashian and a New York man who says he was wrongly identified in a high-profile social media post. The man, Ivan Cantu, has asked a court to reject a demand that he pays approximately $145,000 in legal fees tied to the case. The dispute stems from a 2024 post in which Kardashian mistakenly shared Cantu's image while discussing a Texas death row inmate with the same name. Cantu alleges the error exposed him to millions of followers and caused significant harm to his reputation, as well as emotional distress. He later filed a lawsuit claiming false information was widely distributed about him. Kardashian is now seeking to recover legal costs after defending against the claim, while Cantu is pushing back, arguing the financial demand is unjustified. The case remains ongoing in court. New details are emerging in the sentencing phase of the case involving the killing of a young Texas girl. Jurors have been presented with a recorded jailhouse call between Tanner Horner and his mother, offering insight into his state of mind following the death of 7-year-old Athena Strand. In the call, Horner denied inappropriate conduct when questioned by his mother and acknowledged responsibility for the child's death in a brief exchange. Horner has already pleaded guilty to capital murder and aggravated kidnapping in connection with the 2022 case. The child was reported missing in late November of that year and was later found deceased, leading to his arrest. Prosecutors argue the evidence clearly establishes his guilt, while the defense has pointed to mental health concerns as a factor, urging jurors to consider a sentence other than death. The jury is now tasked with deciding whether Horner will receive the death penalty or life imprisonment. This was Claude McDaniel, Streaming News Network.
Thank you for listening to Streaming News Network videos and shorts. Please like and subscribe to our news channel.